open and they're roaming around like this little guy, you can see that they already know the humans in their community. It's what my mom calls the trust and be trusted relationship. And that was so important to all the training that she did here. Now, once they're a little bit older, like this guy, we can bring him out into this little enclosure and encourage him to overcome obstacles. Now, you can see Emily's trying to get him to clamber over the brambles and branches on the side of the river. That's good because, you know, it gives him some experience. It teaches him he can do different things. At first, he could barely even jump up this thing, and now when he does it confidently on his own, we praise him on the other side. This teaches the puppy that we're never going to ask him to go any farther or faster than he's capable of, and of course, we're always going to be there for him when things get tough.
Well, I remember when you first started to bring him out, you could have carried him in a coffee cup, and now he's not having any trouble with the bank. He's not afraid of the water. In fact, it doesn't look like there's an awful lot left in this yard to even challenge him when he's bothering to pay attention. See, logs are easy, and yet he's still way too small to put into harness, so how are you going to bridge that gap once the yard's kind of boring?
Well, high school for these dogs means puppy walks. And so that's just doing what he's doing here, but out on longer expeditions, going down the trail for a couple of miles. We're going out to one of the sandbars on the Kennel River. Now, when they're this age, obviously they're too small to be in a harness. And we're not using leashes or anything, so they are free to run off and explore. And we want to make sure that when it's time to come home, they'll follow our voice. And the way that we do that is by intermixing them with older dogs in the kennel. And that's where the intergenerational learning for sled dogs is really important. Here at Trailbreaker, we have some dogs who maybe aren't running in our fastest teams, who have already retired from racing, who are so vitally important to mentoring the next generation. Little Jack, his grandmother, is a really great example of that. She'll go on puppy walks with us. She'll run down the trail and the puppies will chase her. Maybe they'll splash the puddle or jump over a big log. Then when it's time to come home, we just call Grandma back. She'll come running like she's been doing for years, and the puppies follow. And after a couple repetitions of that, they'll start to realize that when we call and say it's time to come home, they should listen up. And all this training is to get them ready for the day when they do put on a harness.
Well, I know that's an exciting day for you too, because then you really get to see how they're going to shape up as sled dogs. But how do you know when that moment is really right for them to quit just running around on their own, as you said, and graduate to being part of a team? You're looking at age, or is it their weight? What's the key to it?
Well, size is very important. It's about 6 to 8 months when they'll fit into an adult harness comfortably. And then, of course, we're just waiting for the instinct to pull to kick in. The Alaskan Huskies love what they do, and so we are going to foster a love of running throughout their entire lives. So again, we make the transition very easy, mimicking the puppy walks they've been doing for months already. What we're going to do this winter during their first run is we'll hook Grandma up out front with you, and then mix in a couple of older dogs next to these puppies. And all we have to do is give the adult support command to go. They'll take off down the trail. The puppies will run next to them and chase them. And except for this time, they've got their harnesses on and they're helping pull the sled. And honestly, within just a couple of minutes, they get into a steady pace and they look like a small adult team of dogs. My mom actually had a saying here at Trailbreaker that it takes a minute to teach them to go, but a year to teach them to whoa.
Yeah, well, and speaking of goals, I don't think this bunch behind you is going to be able to wait a whole lot longer to get out of here. So while they get hitched up, can you just put any dog anywhere, or do they have a different specialty?
So they have different positions in the team. Most importantly, we have our lead dog. So that's the two that we're hooking up there. We like to run dogs 2 by 2 by 2, and that's really nice because then the lead dog has somebody to share it with and double check their work. Now these guys are basically my steering wheel. I have voice commands that I can call out to them if we need to turn right or left when we reach a fork in the trail. So these guys have been specially trained to listen for my voice commands. Now in the middle of the team, we've got team power. In a race like the Riverboat or the Yukon, you have 14
It's a shame they're not eager to do this. You look at her, as soon as she pulls the trigger and gives the command, look at that now. Everybody leans in, picks up speed, and Tekla is gone. But keep looking to the left, in between the two cabins right over there, because she's doing a big U-turn and is going to come from our right to our left. And use the monitors if that helps. You can see her, we're going to keep her on the camera, a few puddles to negotiate, or just plow through. See the lead dog set the pace, rest of the team falls in behind. All the dogs back here freaking out. Pick me, I want to go. But don't worry, because every dog exercises every day at Trailbreaker. That's why they're so healthy and why they live so long. Granite lived to be 17 and a half, even after that cardiac thing. And even ran over 41,000 miles in his career. Now keep watching in between the cabins over to the left, but you're going to want to focus on that trail way far away.
Well, here we are, coming out of the trees on the other side of the lake, and these dogs are really wild. It's so impressive. They can carry me and the four-wheeler. They never weigh about 500 pounds and still be going at 20 miles per hour. Now, what I'd like to do during any training run is look at their tug line. That's the line that attaches the back of the harness to the four-wheeler. Looking up and down my team, I can see that all of these dogs are working together and doing their job by the fact that all of their tug lines are nice and tight. It's a beautiful day to be out here on the trail, and the dogs are absolutely loving it. Now, up ahead, I'm going to give my lead dog the left-hand command, and then I'll give you a call on the way back.
Okay, that haw command. Remember, this is all voice steering. There's no reins or lines, so you shout out what you want. G for right, all for left, height or all right, gets them started. To stop them, you say whoa, and then you just kind of pray, actually. Because they don't like that command very much. You're going to see when they get back. Now, watch the same trail, a faraway trail. She's done another U-turn, and it's going to come back right to left.
Well, the team made that turn beautifully, and now we're on the homeward stretch. That's when they really kick it into gear to get going. Like any endurance athlete or marathon runner, the Alaskan Husky knows that they need to save energy in reserve, so that at the end of a race, they can pass competitors in front of us and keep those other competitors behind us. This team looks great. They're stretched out nicely and excited to get back to the yard.
Alaskan Huskies, by the way, are kind of a blend of different types of dog. It's developed over thousands of years for this type of work. And the next place you'll see Tekla and the team is right behind the dog pen, going left to right. So that's where you want to focus. I can't help but notice we're sort of leaning to the left a little bit here, too. Which is fine. You're not going to tip us. I just want to make sure you know we're not done with dogs when we leave here, because Tekla and some of her crew are going to join us at the village and bring dogs with them. So you can meet the Huskies right up close, just like this bunch about to pop out from behind the trees here. You can pat them on the head, ask the mushers questions, get some pictures, of course. There's a beautiful bronze statue of the great lead dog Granite at the village, too, given to Susan and her husband David, Tekla's father, to commemorate his career. Now watch in the front yard to the right, in front of the veterinary barn, as the team comes back in, and they don't look like they feel like stopping, so I hope that's raining. Yeah, okay, nicely done, Tekla, another great run.
Thank you so much. That was a lot of fun. And then, of course, after every training run, it's nice to go up and down your line, giving every dog a pat on the head to let them know you appreciate their hard work.
Yeah. And then, after gym class, we all get in the pool. Like you said, it is a great place to be year-round, Tekla. It's such a great site for a kennel. And while you were making your last couple of turns, I was mentioning we get to look forward to meeting you and some of your crew when we go on shore. You'll be bringing dogs, which is always great to see them up close and learn about them. And then the statue of Granite, which of course is a nice photo spot. But the statue's not the only way that he's been immortalized, because there's also the book about him that your folks wrote. And I'm hoping that if anybody decides they'd like one of those to remember this experience, can we set aside some time to visit with you about that? Maybe even get a little personal note written inside?
Well, absolutely. You know, I grew up hearing my mom tell the story of Granite time and time again. She was so proud because Granite was born this little runt of his litter. Very few people believed in him. But my mom decided to help build his confidence, and through all of that hard work and dedication, Granite became one of the greatest lead dogs of all time. And that story has always stuck with me. It told me that I can chase my dreams no matter the obstacles. So if you would like to get a copy of that book for children, grandchildren, or maybe even a public library, I would be honored to dedicate it for you.
Okay, well, certainly look forward to that. And in the meantime, Tekla, on behalf of all of us out here, thank you for